Hi, these are some sketch notes by Wes Fryer on February 7th, 2015, first in Sunday school and then at church today. One of the verses we talked about in Sunday school was John 16:31 through 33, in which Jesus asked, "Do you believe? A time is coming, and in fact has come, when you will be scattered, each to your own home. You will leave me all alone, yet I am not alone, for my Father is with me. I have told you these things so that in me you may have peace. In this world you will have trouble, but take heart, I have overcome the world." And so, thinking about what that means for us today, number one is that we do not need to fear. We also don't need to be naive because we're going to have trouble, but we can have complete faith and belief in not only the reality of God and the reality of Christ, but in His surpassing and His conquering and His victory over evil, overcoming all the things of the world. And so, this is a real encouragement to us today because there is so much in the world that can be overwhelming when we put our eyes on the world. And so it's why it's so important for us to put our eyes on Jesus and to keep our eyes on Him, and to remember that no matter what happens to us, no matter what difficulties we go through, no matter what valleys we find ourselves in, no matter how dark the darkness is, God is with us. God has overcome the darkness, and that as we, focus on God, we can know His joy no matter what our circumstances might be. And so there's that challenge for us. Do we believe this now? And do we live with the peace of God inside our hearts, knowing that these troubles of the world are temporary and that ultimately God has won the victory? And we praise Him for that. So this next sketch note was actually the sermon sketch note for today. We're continuing to go through the book The Story, which is a summary of all the Gospels. And one of the main points that Jen Howitt, our associate pastor, was making in this episode, which is called the Hour of Darkness, is that we need to feel the weight of the darkness of what Christ bore on the cross so that we can fully experience the joy of light, of love, of grace, of peace, all of the fruits of the Spirit that come from God and that come from Jesus.